don't know what the happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's oh.
Try to see if you can ready up.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm ready up now.
Okay, you ready up on that side. Okay, there we go.
There we go. All right, cool. Oh man. Yeah, gotta fight for your life in this league, boy. Gotta fight for your life. Alexa, play smooth jazz from Spotify.
Coffee Lounge / smooth jazz from Spotify.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will be all about the turnovers. The Seahawks are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against the Cowboys team that knows they have to take care of the ball. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
So
I'm here.
mistake
Yeah.
there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds.
All right. Alright, boss.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. Just when you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in, this is 3rd and 2. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Now, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Now the extra point. This will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Second down following the incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And it's fielded at the 34. Wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He sets to fire deep. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense. And this time they take their man down.
No surprise the defense in the dive. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Oh man, good play. You caught me off guard talking to me. Fucked me up. Oh man. Woo! I was trying to get at you a little bit. God damn.
In terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get tackling out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now back to throw.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone.
Shit.
But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Oh,
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally taken down.
Fucking forget about my son, Watt.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the 1st down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they like to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
And the punter's on the sideline. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And not a typical move here. Instead of a punt, the offense is going to try to go for it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Brief break in the action here. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a really fine play there, because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here. To throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
Fuck.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen. They send a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go,
They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Really? I don't see that. I'm... Oh, okay.
Big sack on
right, okay.
The offense needs to convert here on 3rd. It's a 5-receiver set.
I see what you mean, though. I hear you, bro.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks
Stop.
Into the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's
Damn, no room.
at the line of
Shit.
scrimmage.
I get some room.
As a
God
defensive end,
damn.
getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-3.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a low-pitch game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Make the big play.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
It worked. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Ben, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that where it gets symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like
Your
that.
analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They go play action here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
He's got time. And incomplete.
Oh!
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
No second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like
now loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at their 47-yard line.
Wow.
The Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
The fuck?
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 20. Dallas gets set to take the field. And
what the fuck,
man? Play an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. There, maybe a couple up to the 35. 7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. So 3rd and 15, and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I kind of understand you because I'm throwing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
I understand, man, because I'm having a little issue too. I'm like, I'm throwing. I'm like, what the fuck? So I do understand it a little bit. A lot bit, actually.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to somewhere else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd.
Come on, man. Fuck, I can't get the move off. Shit.
But with intelligence, how about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. Three tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And 5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
15 yards here on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? We're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. Looking for someone to throw to. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll stick with the passing, and he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll take it out of the side of the end zone, and they'll get it at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now a handoff looking right, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5.
Woo!
All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Woo!
Big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Oh, man.
So they're going to go for 2.
Back that up, hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it.
You
They tried for the
motherfucker.
two-point conversion there, but
You gotta catch the fucking ball, you son of a bitch.
Hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken about the 12. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on net.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks and then they move out and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh. Whew, shit, get out of here.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. Now they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Feels like the king done changed locks again. I guess we sleeping on the streets tonight. More homeless families looking forward to better days and brighter sunlight. Looking forward to the opportunity to walk with the gods and let them know we should be right. Aquarius, but no one has any water. Just you and me versus the powers that be. Water and food and share just to get by. Always asking each other why these politicians continue to lie and trying to take it all in before we pass on the dot. My glaring goal was replaced by confused cotton and bitter cold last year. Still a slave to sharecrop fantasy. New century beboppers passed me and my comrades by in a car that runs on my grandmother's blood, sweat, and tears. My fear still stroll through years of genius behaviors. Cool ass city cats carrying guns and spending up all their money on things that just melt away in the light of day. Ain't no fundamentals on the playground, just soulful sounds and leftover rounds of ammunition. My family continues to sleep with the ghost of superstition. Yet they still recognize that there's a need for some old school rules in this new world order. The age of Aquarius petrifies. Seems like the kingdom changed a lot to me. We watch our bills grow in piles. Right next to all the things that we wish we never did. Before I rest my homeboys can stay the hell away from the prison road. Is it attacks your personal structure from the inside, and once infected, you can't hide from the man. Homing devices in your back pocket. Also known as credit cards, barcodes, slave trains. Today, but there's nothing for us to drink. The glass ceiling has grown legs and become a box. Hopefully you count your frustrations against it. You try to reach for the stars that were never meant for you to lay your hands on in the first place. So as I just look at those guys and see my homeboys staying away from the prison gate. No